Welcome to another Fantasy Goodfellows video where we talk about the top 30 running back rankings for week 4. You ready? Alright, before we get started, I want to tell you how this is going to work. We use a special matchup score to show you the rankings. So, that's what we base most of our predictions on, not just our gut feeling. At number 1, Kareem Hunt versus the Baltimore Ravens. Because of our matchup score, this is going to be a good matchup. So Kareem Hunt, he was the 17th ranked running back. We think he could do a little bit better. He did get into the end zone, so that's going to bode well. But he's going against the Baltimore Ravens, who gave up some stats last night versus the Detroit Lions. They gave up, 5 touchdowns? At number 2, Isiah Pacheco versus the Baltimore Ravens. So if you look at the Baltimore Ravens again, it's the same thing. They're just not playing too well. People are getting some yards on them. At number 3, we got Kenneth Walker III at the Arizona Cardinals. If you look at that matchup score, it's a 24.12. And that 24.12 shows that that defense isn't playing too good. At number 4, David Montgomery versus the Cleveland Browns. David Montgomery got into the end zone twice, had 150 rushing yards. You're going to see Jahmyr Gibbs on this list too. Number 5, Jonathan Taylor at the Los Angeles Rams. So Jonathan Taylor has been balling out, and you can see he's got 338 rushing yards. That's over 100 yards each game. That's an average and a TD every game. So he's doing really well, and he's going against the Los Angeles Rams. That matchup score is 23.48. So let's go ahead and just speed this up. We're going to go ahead and look at the next top 10 running backs. You got James Cook at number 6, Cam Skattebo at number 7, Omarion Hampton at number 8, Jahmyr Gibbs at number 9, and Jordan Mason at the Pittsburgh Steelers. So let's just pop over and look. Jordan Mason was the 3rd ranked running back in week 3. So that's 60% of the player's production versus 40% of the matchup defense over the last 3 weeks. So at number 11, J.K. Dobbins at number 11. Number 12, Christian McCaffrey. Let's peek a look at what he's done. He was the 12th ranked running back in week 3. Obviously, that should go well, but it's Christian McCaffrey. Can't go wrong there. And if we look at number 13, Derrick Henry, the problem with Derrick Henry is the fumbles. He's got 2 fumbles on the season, and it's not doing too well. But look at this, 44 20-plus rushes, and some of those are on TDs. So it's kind of hard. You're just going to keep giving the ball to Derrick Henry. He just needs to hold on to it. So we're going to look at here is the next 14 through 20. We got Bucky Irving at 14, Kyren Williams at 15, Quinshon Judkins at the Detroit Lions, Nick Chubb at number 17, DeAndre Swift at number 18, Tony Pollard at number 19, and Justice Hill at 20. So if we just want to pop up and look at those matchup scores, you can see how we're ranking this. And so Nick Chubb, if you want to take a peek at Nick Chubb, we will look and say he was the 44th ranked running back in week 3, but you want to see what he did over the weeks. He's just outside. So that matchup score is basically about going against the defense. And Justice Hill, again, he's going against Kansas City, so that's why his numbers are inflated. So that's what we're basing our predictions on. So now we're just going to go ahead and jump and take a look through 21 through 30. You got Jeremy Nichols at the Arizona Cardinals, Woody Marks versus Tennessee Titans, Devon Achane versus the New York Jets, Javonte Williams versus Green Bay. Let's pop over and take a look at Javonte Williams. Started the season hot. He was the 2nd and 3rd, and then all of a sudden he dips down to the 30th ranked running back. That doesn't sit well for fantasy owners who depended on him. And then George Holliday at the Arizona Cardinals, Ricky Dowdle at the New England Patriots. Here you got 2 Denver running backs in the top 30, R.J. Harvey, which really hasn't done nothing all season. We don't even have a graphic of him. That's how weak he's done this season. 29th, 53rd, 64th. So it's all about that matchup. Breece Hall was a top draft pick. He'll be at the Miami Dolphins. And again, he hasn't done much all season, except he was last week, he was 37th, week before 43, first week 7. But man, everybody drafted him high. Then you got Chubb Hubbard at the New England Patriots. And was that our only one? So let's just look at that matchup score. You got 14.84 for Chubb Hubbard and Chase Brown, 14.68. So let's look at Chase Brown. Let's take a look at what he's done all season. He was the 18th in week 1 and slowly just falling apart. I think the Joe Burrow injury is going to get to him. And if you want to see, it's plummeted. Week 3 had 10 attempts, 3 rushing yards. Week 2, 16 attempts, 47 rushing yards. And at week 1, he had 21 attempts, but that rushing average was terrible. But it's Chase Brown. Is Chase Brown a trade chip? Possibly. But let's take a look at these matchup scores one more time before we call it quits. And that is the matchup scores for week 4. All right. Don't forget to follow us and like us on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe.